Hi viewers, welcome to Shaker's Biofactory for NEET Principles of Inheritance and Variations with the Interaction of Epistatic Factors. If you like this video, subscribe my channel and click on bell icon to get notifications. Like, follow and share my videos to your students and friends to get more information in biology related to NEET and other national state level competitive exams. In this video, I am going to explain the interaction of epistatic factors. Mendel thought that one factor does not influence the expression of other factor. Each gene present on chromosome has its own expression in the form of a particular trait according to Mendel. But in some cases, one gene influences the expression of other gene. In such condition, a gene prevents the expression of another non-allelic gene that is known as epistatic gene. This phenomenon is called epistasis. The masking of phenotypic effect of alleles at one gene by allele of another gene takes place in epistasis phenomenon. Gene which inhibits the expression of another allelic gene is called epistatic gene. In such condition, gene B it inhibits the expression of A gene, so that B gene is called epistatic gene. In similar way, the expression of a gene which is suppressed by epistatic gene is known as hypostatic gene. In such condition, A gene expression is inhibited by B gene, so that B gene is called epistatic gene and A gene is called hypostatic gene. Epistatic genes are sometimes these are called inhibiting genes because it inhibits the expression of its phenotype. A gene is said to be epistatic when it is present, it suppresses the effect of another gene present at another locus. The type of epistasis. The first type is dominant epistasis. Second type is recessive epistasis. Third type is dominant and recessive epistasis. The first type, dominant epistasis. In dominant epistasis, the epistatic gene it always present in dominant condition and it dominates over its own alleles. Example for dominant epistasis. The first example, fruit coat color in summer squash. It is Cucurbita pepo. Second example, grain color and its nature in column is called jowar. Third example, coat color in dog. Let us discuss the first example. The fruit coat color in summer squash. The scientific name of this plant is Cucurbita pepo. The dominant epistasis present in fruit color of Cucurbita pepo. In this, the Cucurbita pepo have yellow color fruit coat, and this yellow color fruit coat it is controlled by a gene called Y. The gene, if it having either homozygous dominant condition or heterozygous condition like a capital Y or capital Y small y, it can produces yellow color fruit coat. It is a dominant trait. In similar way, if Y gene having both alleles in homozygous recessive condition, in such cases only the recessive trait green color fruit coat will be expressed. But one more gene, it is called gene W. The gene W with a dominant allele, it can mask gene Y, so that gene Y it never expresses its nature. At this time, the fruit coat color it will be changed into white fruit coat. So it is a new character expressed due to epistasis. In this condition, the gene W, when it having recessive allele, in such condition only gene Y it can express its nature in the form of either yellow or green fruit coat color. Both gene W and gene Y are example for epistasis. In this, gene W, it inhibits gene Y, so that gene W is called epistatic gene and gene Y is called hypostatic gene. When we observe its inheritance pattern, especially the dominant epistasis gene interaction of fruit coat color in Cucurbita pepo. In this inheritance pattern, first two plants are selected as a parental plants. In this, the first plant having white fruit coat with a because of capital W, capital W, capital Y alleles. In this capital W allele, it inhibits gene Y, so that white color fruit coat will be present. The next parent individual having a green fruit coat because of small w, small small y alleles, the gene W, due to recessive condition, the Y gene, it expresses its recessive trait. So both plants are selected as a parents. In this, first the both parents can produce only one type of gametes. The first parent can produce only one type of gametes. All gametes are with the capital W, capital Y allele. The second parent can produces only one type of gametes. All gametes are with a small w, small y alleles. These gametes are fused randomly and it form only one type of combination in F1 generation. The F1 hybrid having both genes with heterozygous condition like capital W, capital Y, small y. Because of capital W allele, Y gene, it never expressed, so that white fruit coat color will be expressed in F1 generation. Again, by conducting a cross in between two F1 hybrids, the F1 hybrid can produce four types of gametes because of both genes in heterozygous condition. In this, 25% of gametes are with the capital W, capital Y, 25% of gametes with the capital W, small y, 25% of gametes with the small w, capital Y, and the remaining 25% of gametes with the small w, small y alleles. In this way, totally 4 types of gametes are formed from F1 hybrid. These F1 gametes are fused randomly to form F2 generation. In this F2 generation, the first combination, because of both genes in homozygous dominant condition like a capital W, capital Y, white color fruit coat trait, it will be expressed. The second combination, capital W, capital Y, small y, white fruit coat, capital W, capital Y, small y, white fruit coat, capital W, capital Y, white fruit coat, capital W, capital Y, white fruit coat, it will be expressed. Along with that, the next combination having both genes with heterozygous condition like a capital W, capital Y, small y. Now, because of both genes heterozygous condition, these four combinations, it will becomes into white fruit coat. The next combination, capital W, small y, white fruit coat will be expressed even though the second gene present in homozygous recessive condition. The next combination, capital W, small y, white fruit coat, capital W, small y, white fruit coat will be expressed. In this way, out of 16 offsprings, 12 offsprings having only white color fruit coat in its nature. In all these 12 combinations, the gene W, at least with one dominant allele, capital W, it can mask or it can inhibits the expression of Y gene, so that in this 12 offsprings, totally white fruit coat will be expressed. The next combination, small w, capital Y. In this condition, the gene W with a homozygous recessive condition, it never inhibits Y gene, so that Y gene, it will be expressed in the form of yellow fruit coat color. The next combination, small w, capital Y, small y, yellow fruit coat, small w, capital Y, small y, yellow fruit coat will be expressed out of 16 offsprings, 3 offsprings having yellow fruit coat color. The last combination, both genes are with homozygous recessive condition like small w, small y, green fruit coat color. Recessive trait, it will be expressed out of 16 offsprings, only one has a green fruit coat color. In this way, the F2 generation is formed with 16 offsprings. In the 16 offsprings, 12 offsprings are with the white fruit coat, 3 offsprings are with a yellow fruit coat, 1 offspring is with a green fruit coat. So that the dominant epistasis phenotypic ratio, it becomes into 12 is to 3 is to 1. So 12 are with a white fruit coat, 3 are with yellow fruit coat, 1 is with a green fruit coat. It is the first example for dominant epistasis. Coming to the second example, the grain color and its nature in column, that is a jowar. Indian sorghum is known as jowar, column or jonna. In sorghum, the red color grains, it is controlled by gene W. In this gene, the gene with either homozygous or heterozygous condition like capital W, capital W, small w, it can produces red color grains as a dominant trait. The same gene with the recessive alleles, if homozygous recessive condition is present, the grain color will be expressed in the form of white color. So that it is the first trait in sorghum. Along with that, the appearance or nature of grains is controlled by gene W. Gene Z. The gene Z with the homozygous condition capital Z or capital Z small z heterozygous condition, this gene allelic combination can produces a nature that is a pearly grains. So pearly grains means the grains are with a shining, translucent, and with a high oil content. The grains are appeared with shiny in nature. That nature is called pearly grains. The same gene with the homozygous recessive condition, it can produces chalky seeds. So chalky seeds means opaque, dull in appearance with a low oil content. The grains are appeared with a chalky nature. These are with low oil content. So like that, the seed nature, it is expressed by gene Z. These are the second gene we are going to take in inheritance pattern. Gene W with a dominant allele, it can mask gene Z and it never expresses its nature. So in this condition, gene W, when it is present with recessive alleles, in such condition only, gene Z, it expresses its nature in the form of either pearly or chalky. Both gene W and gene Z are example for epistaxis. In this, gene W, it inhibits gene Z, so that gene W is called epistatic gene and gene Z is called hypostatic gene. In the inheritance pattern of dominant epistasis, gene interaction of seed color and nature in sorghum. In this inheritance pattern, first we are going to take the parental combination like red chalky, but actually red is the dominant allele, so the chalky grains are not expressed. The genotype of this first parent is capital W, small z. The second parental individual is taken as white pearly grains. So white pearly grains are expressed when the genotype become small w, capital Z. By conducting a cross in between these two parental combinations, these parental combinations can produce only one type of gametes. The first parent can produce one type of gametes with the capital W, small z. Second parent can produce one type of gametes with small w, capital Z alleles. These gametes are fused randomly to form F1 generation. In this, the F1 hybrid because of both genes with a heterozygous condition like a capital W, small w, capital Z, small z. Now the first gene W with a dominant allele, it inhibits the expression of Z gene so that externally only red color grains are expressed without any appearance. This F1 hybrid can produce four types of gametes because of its heterozygous condition in both genes, like the 25% of gametes with the capital W, capital Z, 25% of gametes with the capital W, small z, 25% of gametes with the small w, capital Z, and the last 25% of gametes with the small w, small z alleles. In this way, totally four types of gametes are produced by F1 hybrid. These F1 hybrid gametes are fused randomly to form F2 generation. In this F2 generation, the first combination is with the red nature because it having a genotype capital W, capital Z alleles. Both genes are with a homozygous dominant condition. The gene W, it inhibits the expression of gene Z so that only red color grains are formed. The second combination capital W, capital Z, small z, red grains. The third combination capital W, capital Z, red color grains. The fourth combination capital W, capital Z, small z, red color grains. The fifth combination capital W, capital Z, red color grains are formed. Along with that, the next combinations they becomes into heterozygous condition. So both genes with heterozygous condition like a capital W, capital Z, small z, the red color grains will be expressed. The next combination is capital W, small z. So because of what gene with dominant allele, the nature is not express, the green color becomes into red. The next combination capital W, small z, red color grains. The next combination also capital W, small z alleles. Because of this condition, in this out of 16 offsprings, 12 offsprings can express red color grains. Because in this 16 offsprings, 12 offsprings having the first gene with the dominant allele, so that red color will be expressed in grains. The next one is the next combination small w, capital Z. In this, the first gene W with the recessive condition, gene Z will be expressed its nature, and now it becomes into white and pearly nature. Along with the color of grain, nature will be expressed in the form of white pearly. The next combination small w, capital Z, small z, it becomes into white pearly. The third combination white pearly because of small w, capital Z, small z alleles. Out of 16 offsprings, 3 offsprings having this nature. The last combination is homozygous recessive condition in both genes like small w, small z. In this, white color will be expressed in grain and appearance become chalky. In this way, out of 16 offsprings, only one offspring becomes into white chalky. When we calculate its phenotypic ratio, the dominant epistasis phenotypic ratio becomes into 12:3:1. Out of 16 offsprings, 12 are with only red color, 3 are with white pearly, 1 is with white chalky, so that its phenotypic ratio becomes into 12:3:1. The next example for epistasis is coat color in dog. The coat color in dog, it is controlled by two genes. In this, the first gene called gene B. The gene B with homozygous or heterozygous condition like capital B or capital B small b, now it can express as black color coat. In similar way, the gene if it is with a homozygous recessive condition like small b, it can express brown color coat in their body. Along with gene B, one more gene called gene A, it acts as a epistatic gene, and the gene A with a dominant allele, it masks the gene B, so that B gene it never express either black or brown color coat. Because of epistasis, it can express white color coat. It is the third phenotypic character. Both gene A and gene B are example for epistasis. In this, gene A, it is called epistatic gene, and gene B is called hypostatic gene. When we observe the inheritance pattern of dominant epistasis gene interaction of coat color in dog, by taking two individuals as a parents, the first parent having white color coat because of homozygous condition in both alleles like A and capital B. One more parent having brown coat because of both genes in homozygous recessive condition like small a, small b. By conducting a cross in between these two parents, these parents can produce only one type of gametes because of both genes in homozygous condition. The first parent can produce gametes with capital A, B allele. Second parent can produce gametes with small a, b alleles. These gametes are fused to form F1 generation. In this F1 generation, F1 hybrid having both genes with a heterozygous condition like capital A, capital B, small b. Now the gene A with the dominant allele, it masks gene B so that white color coat will be expressed in dog. Again, by conducting a cross in between two F1 hybrids, this F1 hybrid can produce four types of gametes. In these, 25% of gametes are with the capital A, capital B, 25% of gametes with the capital A, small b, 25% of gametes with the small a, capital B, and remaining 25% of gametes with small a, small b alleles. These alleles are fused to form F2 generation. At this time, in F2 generation, the first combination is both genes with a homozygous condition like capital A, capital B. Now it can express white color coat. The second combination capital A, capital B, small b with a white coat, capital A, capital B, small b, white coat, capital A, small a, capital B, white coat, and the next combination capital A, small a, capital B, white color coat will be expressed in their body. Along with that, these four combinations having both genes with heterozygous condition like a capital A, small a, capital B, small b, because of first gene with the dominant allele, white color coat will be expressed in dogs. The next combination capital A, small b with a white coat. The next combination capital A, small b, white color coat. Capital A, small b, white color coat will be expressed. Out of 16 offsprings, these 12 offsprings, the first gene with the dominant allele, white color coat will be expressed due to epistasis. The next combination, the gene A having both alleles with a recessive condition like a small a, capital B. When the gene A is in recessive condition, in such condition only gene B it expresses its trait because of a capital B allele, black color coat will be expressed. The next combination small a, capital B, small b, black color coat. Small a, capital B, small b, black color coat will be expressed. Out of 16 offsprings, only 3 offsprings having black color coat. And finally, the last offspring, because of both genes with a homozygous recessive condition like small a, small b, brown coat will be expressed out of these 16 offsprings. only one offspring having brown color coat. When we calculate the phenotypic ratio of dominant epistasis it becomes into 12 is to 3 is to 1. Out of 16 offsprings, 12 offsprings are with a white coat, 3 offsprings are with a black coat, and 1 offspring is with a brown coat. In this way, its phenotypic ratio becomes into 12 is to 3 is to 1. The second type of epistasis, it is called recessive epistasis. In this type, the epistatic gene is recessive to its own alleles and it can mask the next gene with recessive condition called recessive epistasis. There is one example for epistasis is also already we discussed, it is in supplementary gene interaction. It is coat color in mice. In mice, black color coat, it is expressed by gene C. If the gene C having homozygous condition, it can express black color coat. In heterozygous condition like capital C small c, it can express albino coat. It is a recessive trait. But one more gene, it is called gene A. It acts as a recessive epistasis or supplementary gene. If it present in dominant allele, it can mask gene C so that a new trait, agouti coat, will be expressed. If the gene A with recessive condition, that never change the effect of gene C. In the inheritance pattern of a recessive epistasis or supplementary gene interaction of coat color in mice. By conducting a cross in between black coat and albino coat mice, the black coat is expressed when capital C and small a alleles are present. The albino coat will be expressed with small c, capital A alleles. These parents can produce only one type of gametes. All these gametes are with one type. The first parent can produce only one type of gametes with capital C, small a. Second parent produce one type of gametes with a small c, capital A. These gametes are fused to form F1 generation. In this F1 generation, both genes with a heterozygous condition like capital C, capital A, small a new trait, it is agouti coat, will be expressed in mice. By conducting a cross in between two F1 hybrids, the F1 hybrid can produce 4 types of gametes because of their heterozygous condition in both genes. The 25% of gametes are with capital C, capital A, 25% of gametes with capital C, small a, 25% of gametes with a small c, capital A, and remaining 25% of gametes are with a small c, small a. These F1 gametes are fused randomly to form F2 generation. In this, the first combination capital C, capital A, agouti coat, capital C, capital A, small a, agouti coat, capital C, capital A, small a, agouti coat, capital C, small c, capital A, agouti coat, capital C, small c, capital A, agouti coat. Along with that, these 4 combinations with both genes with heterozygous condition like a capital C, capital A, small a, it can express as agouti coat. Out of these 16 individuals, these 9 individuals are having agouti coat. And now the next combination capital C, small a, because of second gene with heterozygous homozygous recessive condition, black color coat will be expressed. Capital C, capital A, black coat. Capital C, small a, it expresses black coat. Out of the 16 individuals, 3 are with a black coat. Next, first gene with the homozygous recessive condition, the small c, capital A can expresses albino coat. Small c, capital A, small a, it expresses albino coat. Small c, capital A, small a, it also expresses albino coat. And the last combination, both genes with recessive condition, albino coat will be expressed due to small a alleles. In this way, due to recessive epistasis or supplementary gene interaction, when we calculate its phenotypic ratio, it becomes into 9:3:4 because out of 16 individuals, 9 offsprings having agouti coat, 3 having black coat and 4 having albino coat, it is also due to recessive epistasis or supplementary gene interaction. The third type of epistasis is dominant recessive epistasis. In this, the dominant allele at one locus and recessive allele at another locus give rise to same phenotype, so that there is no change. It is one type of epistasis called dominant recessive epistasis. It is the third type of epistasis. So due to this interaction, one gene can mask the effect of other gene is called epistasis phenomenon. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, subscribe my channel, like, share my videos to your students and friends.